The Ooni of Ife, Obadeye Ogunwusi, has urged monarchs in Yoruba land not to jettison the use of traditional or supernatural power in protecting themselves and territories against attacks by marauders. He warned traditional rulers not interested in supernatural power to vacate the throne. The monarch spoke during the maiden edition of Yoruba Security Summit held at a result of insecurity as a result of insecurity in the southwest and killings of royal fathers in Ikiti and Kwara states. At the end of the summit, a communique was issued and signed by Ooni of Ife alongside other monarchs including Deji of Akure, Oba Alade Toyinbo Ogunlade, Owa Ajiru of Ijeru Ekiti, Oba Joseph Adewale Akaribo of Remo, Oba Babatunde Adewale Ajayi, among others. The monarchs agreed that Southwest governors should organize regional security summits to tackle insecurity. The communique said Yoruba people should take full control of their forests, homelands, and farmlands. Amotekun Corps should be strengthened in terms of motivation, finances, training, and retraining of personnel, and that those who are familiar with nooks and crannies of our forest should be recruited into the Amotekun Corps. Provision of training grants for its personnel, provision of modern state-of-the-art weapons to tackle insecurity as security is local, provision of adequate budgetary allocations to the Amotekun Corps. The Yorubas, especially traditional rulers, should make recourse to their natural resources, including natural powers, to combat banditry and kidnapping. That Yoruba Obas should not jettison traditional values. Governments at all levels should recognize the roles of traditional rulers and factor them into the national security architecture. The entire Obas in Yoruba land should work in unison to ward off the evils of banditry and kidnappings, as each of the states can only succeed in chasing the marauders to another state. Another state. Any Oba who is disinterested in Yoruba culture and custom should abdicate his throne for anyone who is deeply versed and invested in Yoruba traditions. The judicial process should be strengthened to mete out appropriate punishments to culprits or bring them to justice. Southwest governors should organize regional security summits at the earliest practicable time, including all stakeholders, to chart the way forward and give teeth to all the concerns raised at these summits. The security summit calls for strong support for the administration of Tinubu in the larger interests of Yoruba race. The security summit calls on Yoruba traditional rulers to return to the pristine Yoruba tradition, spiritual and cultural values at all times. The traditional rulers should recognize that in spite of whatever nature of religion they practice, they must recognize that the stool they preside over is traditional. The summit calls on Yoruba traditional rulers to take full possession of their forests, homelands, and farmlands. The summit calls on local, state, and federal governments to employ use of drones and other appropriate technology for the effective surveillance of Yoruba forests and roads. The summit agrees that the Yoruba Security Summit should be held on a quarterly basis so as to capture intervening and supervising variables in our polity. In fact, these guys, they are just very, very unserious. Now, so they go, they organize program, summit this, summit that, summit this, summit that. At the end of the day, to no avail. Like this, all these ones that call themselves so bad, they will just sit down, they will be doling out money for them and all of that. The people who are the downtrodden, who are suffering, they don't even care about them. Every now and then, summit. Yet, no solutions at all. Meeting upon meeting upon meeting. What have the Amotekun? How far have they gone with the Amotekun? Even the other time, Sunday Igbo was talking about that they should organize or form security whatever. And I said, what of a, and I asked myself, what about Amotekun? What and what have they done with Amotekun? What is now wrong with Amotekun? Since now the person who has been the leading force with this Amotekun is was this thing, Rotimi Akeredolu, and is no longer there. It's no more there. He was the one who has been doing the greater work. The rest governors are not even concerned. Now, it's Yole. Hmm. It's Yole. Unfortunate. It's Yole. Yeah. Who is this person again? I thought we are all well agreed to vote for Tinubu. Please give him time to solve one problem. Allow him to breathe. He's under pressure now. Are you not ashamed of yourself to open your mouth to discuss about your evil plan to waste more innocence? So listen, it is better to avoid the devil than to contest with him. And remember, when you choose peace, it comes with a lot of goodbye. Let us engage those who still know the Yoruba ways of doing things. I don't even understand. Oh. This is not a Buhari's era that you say, oh, he does not like you. So what is Tinubu doing about this whole thing? I don't understand. We even think this one be Christian and modern over. The Yoruba boy way my sister won't marry next week. The marriage is postponed till further notice. Why? Please tell them the truth. The Almighty God, they don't worship. Good of the land, they don't worship. The God of the land, they don't worship. What are they worshiping? Nothing. But who can give them money is who they praise. Be it kidnappers, banditry, ritualists, unknown gunmen, and the rest of them. The advice of Ooni of Ife to other monarchs is a welcome development. Okay. Unlawful statements that leads to gross violation of fundamental rights. Please don't even try to precipitate the religious crisis or calling for religious mayhem. Juju can't protect human being, only God can. True traditional leaders must have traditional powers to protect himself as and his community. Yoruba with their demonic communion and patronage, heaven is real and hell is real after death. Embrace Jesus. Yes, traditional ruler and traditional black power. Juju goddess is nothing but like Niger bait. The more you look, the less you see. And once married an evangelist, the true God. What has that got to do with what we are saying? My own is that where are they stressing themselves, the Obas, when they really already have their own son in power? What is Tinubu doing about insecurity? Nothing. But when it comes to money, that is where his interest lies. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.